Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. So yeah, thank you my members, Overlanding 11B and COTS and all the Foxpay members. Thank you, it helps a lot. All the Fishpay members, and subscribe, join our Discord as well. And let's get into it. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the R-23, okay? We are flying out the MLA here in some matches, but normally we are just using the R-23. Just to test a little bit, because as you know, I did a video on it, a lot of the missiles got buffed, okay, a lot of the missiles. So the R-23, 24, all the AIM-7s, the R-60 a little bit, the AIM-9L got it's a little bit better, but it is accelerating less. There are many changes to all missiles. Shafir 2 is completely different. So there's many different that are missiles that are different right now, and one of them is the R-23 and the R-24. The R-24 is just amazing. I'm going to make a big video on that and talk a little bit about the MLA and MLD specifically as well. But today I wanted to talk just about the R-23 missile and just discuss with you guys a little bit because it's complicated. You know, I got really kind of mad actually flying these aircraft because I know they have R60Ms and stuff like that, but it is a difficult task when you are flying a 1971 aircraft or 1972, something like that, which is the MiG-23M, for example, against aircraft that are like from 1987, you know, like the Mirage, for example, right now. So yeah, we desperately need a BR decompression at some point, you know, at least in these BRs. And I mean, I really think that the MiG-23M and the MiG-23MF should be 10.7 without the R60M. You know, remove the R60M and put it in 10.7, and then add the R60M for the MLD and MLA, and this would make a lot more sense. It would be a lot more fun to fly the MF and the M. And yeah, one of the reasons is those missiles, is the performance of the radar, is many things. The R-23 is buffed, okay guys? It is way better than it was, way better. It's there's nothing even like it before. The R-23 is just at least twice as much. It's not that it's pulling twice as much, but it changes direction very quickly, and it's a very good missile. But when you are facing TWS radars, pull stopper radars, very powerful pull stopper radars, with better missiles than yours, with more range that turns better, I mean, of course your R-23 is not going to perform well, you know. It's not a bad missile right now. Same as from the, you can say as the AIM-7E and AIM-7D even, but depends on the aircraft that you are flying. It becomes kind of an impossible task to fly these type of aircraft, just because on what you are facing, you know. And yeah, just bear that in mind that the R-23 is now very much usable, especially the T variant, but even the radar one, it is a very good one. The launch range, I mean, you have to think about launching from beyond 10 kilometers to have kind of a chance, but because it takes a while to turn, and you will get kills with it, but it is kind of a problem sometimes because you are facing a lot of more modern aircraft. And with that, I mean, if it was just facing F4Es and stuff like that, the R-23 would be very good because it is very much better than the AIM-7E, in my opinion. It just changes direction quickly, and it is just a better missile overall. The E, not the E2, right? So yeah, but we are facing a lot of, like I said, Super 530s, AIM-7Fs, even R-24s, stuff like that, and it is hard to get kills, man. It is hard to get kills because a lot of people now know how to evade missiles, and once you have that, it is just problematic because you are in a standoff against more powerful weaponry, and with that you really have to be careful because you are just going to miss the targets a lot, you know. But as I said, it is very much a usable missile. I mean, if it was used in real life like this, I would like to use one R and one T with the MF and the M, but that's not something that used to do. So I know and I understand why people normally will use two R-23Ts, you know, it's just way easier to use. And make sure to use it, because they are very, very good right now. Even better than they were. Just remember, they were kind of the best BVR missile back in the day, you know, together with the AIM-7E. But after a while, I mean, everything changed, you know, and with that, we are facing a lot more modern stuff, and with that, you really need to be careful. So, yeah, it's a matter of just realizing that the R-23 is not like in its BR, not that it needs a lower BR, but you know what I mean. Like, it's facing much more. It's like there's many aircraft that face these problems. A lot of Sabres, for example, face this problem with the fighting supersonic aircraft. It's not that the Sabre cannot fight those aircraft. It is just a matter of it is difficult to fight. You know, you have to really be careful and stuff like that. And the R-23, it is basically that. It is a missile that it is very good and it is very usable, but it faces some aircraft that are so superior to this time frame. I mean, they're aircraft from 15, 13, 18 years later than this missile. So, yeah, you will have problems with it. You know, you will have problems with it. But as you see here, you still can get kills with it. It is a very good missile. It has a lot of energy, has a good range, you know, but it is just limited. Just remember that the missile takes a while to actually turn. And most of the time, it will take like this, for example. The F5, it's an F5 that I'm shooting at, and he knows that I shot a missile on him, and he's trying to come for a head-on for me. But the first missile doesn't have the energy, you know, even though I fired not from a long range. And then I just fire another one. He tries to evade it, but the missile is too good in the turn to and actually get him. So yeah, this is an example. The F5 was trying to evade the missile, maybe not properly, but still he was trying, and he got destroyed by the R-23. So it is usable, but it is not the greatest thing ever. I would say that if we had like a 5 to 10% hit rates with the R-23R before, now we get like 15, 20, 30, depending on the match, depending on the situation, depending on the BR that you're facing. So it's definitely an improvement, but it's not nearly as close as the R-24. The R-24 is still amazing. The 530 right now, it's amazing. The AIM-7F is amazing. So all these missiles are very, very good, and it makes me scared of what we are going to see in the near future, because yeah, we are getting into a position that we will see fairly soon R-27s, maybe R-40s if the MiG-25 is added, AIM-7Ms, missiles like that, and even better IR missiles. So it's kind of scary that an aircraft that has still an R-23 will face those missiles, like the MF and the M. So as I said, the problem here, as always, you know, a lot of the times, is not the missile itself or the aircraft that is using the missile. It is just the BR compression. It is a problem that affects the whole game, and especially in certain BRs, especially in high tiers. But if this was fixed, a little bit improved, because as I said in the other video about BR compressions, I just think it's impossible to actually 100% fix this, because there will always be some form of BR compression, you know, always. It's not something that you can be completely I mean, there are some people that tends to agree with less people in a match, but I don't know if I agree with that, even though it has a good thing about it, that the match would be more spread out and less massive fourballs, and the time in QEs would be lower, even though you had a higher BR, you know, a higher BR decompression, you know. It still makes it so that the match would take like less than 5 minutes in top tier. So we need the bigger maps more. We need a BR decompression a little bit more, at least at 11.7, maybe even 12.0. But especially at 11.7, it would help a lot, putting those top of the line aircraft there, and remove the R60M and down this aircraft for 10.7, man. Because the R-23 is amazing, and the R60M kind of carries this aircraft. But beyond that, yeah, it's lacking on the BVR, and it's going to be stomped stronger and stronger the more we get into fourth generation aircraft. So yeah, but basically this is it. So it is an amazing missile, but it has its problems as well. But yeah, get out there, test it out. All the missiles are buffed, and let me know in the comments what you think about my opinions. So I see you guys on the next one, and bye guys. See you.